sort of this firecracker of a princess.
She's the combination of strength, humor, and sophistication.
I want what any princess wants. To live happily ever after.
And she's irreverent as a fairy tale princess.
Fiona! Fiona's a princess who can fight, who can make a joke or take a joke.
Better out than in.
She's got a good sense of humor and a kind of a bad singing voice.
I think she's perfect. She's the perfect, princess. With Fiona, she's sort of always been sort of the anchor of all the films. Fiona's not really sort of the humorous part of the story usually. Like she's more of like the grounding force, and everybody around her is kind of like swirling around, and she's always kind of holding them all down. Because Shrek is the one that's sort of really learning the lessons. Her role is to sort of be able to teach Shrek.
I always thought that I rescued you from the Dragon's Keep. It was you that rescued me.
Sir Shrek, I pray that you take this favor as a token of my gratitude.
We were incredibly lucky with Cameron because we got her right before Something About Mary hit, and probably had we tried to get her after that, she would have been completely unavailable. And she was just perfect for the role of Fiona. I mean, in every way, Cameron is like the modern day equivalent of a princess.
If there's a princess out there, alive and well today, it's Cameron Diaz to me. So she is just the most likable, lovable. Cameron is feisty, but she's just the sweetest, most charming, and yet she can do karate like nobody else. She can turn on that tough edge and deliver it.
You never know what you're going to get with Cameron, but she's a real person. She's very unaffected by her celebrity, which is perfect for who the princess is, because we want, in Fiona, we want this person who knows she has to kind of try and be this celebrity princess, but at her heart, she's the real kind of girl next door kind of person. We have a great moment in the movie where we needed Fiona to do this belch that was, as good as anything Shrek could do. We didn't have Cameron do that belch in particular. We just happened to get a couple while we were recording. She'd just be there recording, and she'd take a gulp of water, and the next thing this belch would come out. We go, thank you very much. We're going to use that. She's a very natural, relaxed person, so she really is, I think, at heart who Fiona is.
Thanks. This is how it's done. One take and we're done. This is our job. We get to come in here and act like fools and say the most ridiculous things and make the most ridiculous noises and, and laugh and share and create something with one another that we're proud of.
Fiona really was supposed to start as the iconic princess, and she did. She went from the very pneumatic, very, sort of idealized, princess to something entirely, different and much more sort of real. We wanted her when she was, quote, beautiful Fiona to be real and, accessible.
There's an arrow in your butt!
What? Oh, would you look at that?
At one time, we were trying to make her very princessy, and we were playing with, balletic moves and that sort of thing, and we quickly realized that she wasn't that much fun like that. She needed to be more of a real character. I think that a lot of what I did was just go, well, I sit like this, so she can sit like this, and I, pick my teeth, so she can pick her teeth, and she'll still be a female. It'll be okay. You don't have to over-feminize her. She'll still be a good princess, a good female character without going too far.
I couldn't believe what I was seeing. It was this character, this person that didn't look anything like me, but shared the same gestures and movements and like the light behind the eye in the character. And her sort of the way she carried herself was something that I recognized, and it was really wild to see that. You must know how it goes. A princess locked in a tower and beset by a dragon is rescued by a brave knight, and then they share true love's first kiss. She's been locked in this tower for some time by herself, so she's not really socially capable of relating to people, so she has a bit of a princess attitude about everything. You should sweep me off my feet out yonder window and down a rope onto your valiant steed.
You've had a lot of time to plan this, haven't you?
She makes a lot of demands and sort of spews out this idealistic world that she hopes to live in. You can tell Lord Farquaad that if he wants to rescue me properly, I'll be waiting for him right here.
When Shrek first meets Fiona, he just thinks, stuck-up princess, I don't want to have anything to do with her, I'll just take her back to Farquaad, get my swamp back, and get on with my life. What he's not prepared for is the fact that there is a whole other side to Fiona, and she's only really playing the part of the princess because she thinks that's what people expect of her. She has a whole other side. She is an independent, strong young woman, and she has to learn to let her real self out.
What I found interesting about her is that she judged herself so harshly. She loved and accepted Shrek for who he was. She learned about him, but at the same time that she was still judging herself and not giving herself the chance that she gave Shrek.
But Donkey, I'm a princess, and this is not how a princess is meant to look.
Little by little throughout the movie, she learns to accept herself in watching Shrek accept himself. He's completely at ease with his own inadequacies and absurdities about, what he looks like and everything. That is something that she ends up learning a little bit from him.
I'm supposed to be beautiful.
But you are beautiful.
Fiona, she was the iconic princess who then we had to kind of peel away the layers throughout the 4 movies of who this person really is. And in a lot of ways, her evolution's really kind of extraordinary because in the 4th film, you get to see what she would have become had she been raised in a different situation, had she made different decisions along the way.
I guess I must have kicked him harder than I thought.
And the inner strength that she has, that is shown throughout all the films, really comes out like in a big way.
So in the 4th Shrek, we basically played off that idea and thought about a lot of what-if questions. What if Shrek never met Fiona? What would that be like?
In this alternate reality, Fiona has changed. She's now the head of this ogre resistance movement. And it's Shrek's job is to convince her that Shrek is Fiona's true love. He has to do it all over again.
True love didn't get me out of that tower. I did. I saved myself.
Fiona has always been confident, but it's been in a different way. She's a mother, and it's not easy to take care of 3 ogre babies. But in this world, she's focused all that energy into taking care of ogre kind. She's there to protect and serve her people, her ogres.
Fiona, she's been to the gym. She's been to the gym. Fiona has clearly been doing squats, and it's a new world.
Nice moves.
What I loved about Fiona as a warrior is I love her strut. She has a strut. She walks out and she is strutting it. She's like, I am bad. I am bad. Do not mess with me.
Fiona's always been empowered since we first met her. I mean, she's went on quite a journey. But this is the one time, instead of hiding her ogre side like she did in part 1, well, now she's hiding her princess side. She doesn't want to show any kind of weakness. So I thought Cameron had a lot of fun with finding this inner strength that was even more than we've seen from Fiona before.
She's found a power within herself that made her capable of doing something really great.
think we're all ready. How about your bath now, huh? Yeah, okay.
Hi there, Bert. Hey, what are you doing?
Oh, hi, Ernie. I'm just about to give my nephew Brad here a bath.
Is that right?
Yep. What do you mean you... What? What are you doing? Ernie, what are you doing?
Well, you said you couldn't bathe the baby with all these toys, and I didn't want to waste the water, Bert. Right, Rubber Ducky?